Well, howdy, kids. I'm Cowpoke Cookie.
I'm just Mrs. Brooke.
Today I'm going to read Little Red Hot to y'all. Once upon a time, there was a little bitty Texas gal called Little Red Hot. Folks called her that because she loved to eat red hot chili peppers. She ate peppers for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She ate pepper ice cream for dessert. She had a hot pepper cake for her birthday with jalapenos on top instead of candles. Whew, look at that, it's hot. Folks used to say that Little Red Hot could eat fire out of a stove. Little Red Hot would answer, "No, I wouldn't do that. Fire ain't hot enough." One day, Little Red Hot's mama said to her, "Little Red Hot, I heard from Grandma today. She's feeling poorly. I think she has a cold. Could you drop by and look in on her? She'd feel so much better to see you."
I'll do that, Mama.
Little Red Hot said, "I'll bake a hot pepper pie, Grandma's favorite. I'll knock those cold germs right out of her." Look at that chicken. The chicken's even helping. Little Red Hot got busy in the kitchen. In no time at all, she had mixed up a hot pepper pie. She used Louisiana hot sauce instead of milk and filled the crust with eggs, cheese, and the hottest chili peppers she could find. Jalapeno peppers that could make a grown man weep. Look at him. He's so sad. They're just so spicy. Tabasco peppers that could knock over a longhorn. Habanero peppers that could take the paint off a wall. Ooh, that's pretty darn hot. And Naga, hang on a sec. I gotta figure out how to read that. That's just way too hot. Naga Holokias from India, one of the hottest peppers in the world. And that says warning. You know it's hot if it's got its own warning sign. Each one came with the warning label. Little Red Hot put the pie in the oven to bake. She didn't have to turn the oven on. That pie was so hot, it baked itself. Gee willikers, that sure is a hot pepper pie. Little Red Hot got on her pony and set off for Grandma's house. Along the way, she met up with Pecos Bill and his cowboys. "Hey, I know Pecos." "Hey, Little Red Hot, where are you going?" they called to her. "I'm taking a hot pepper pie to Grandma. She has a cold," Little Red Hot said. "Now you be careful on your way to Grandma's house," said Pecos Bill. "We just talked to the three little tamales. They say that Senor Lobo, the big bad wolf, is prowling around the neighborhood. You keep an eye out for him." Isn't that so nice? Pecos Bill and his cowpoke are just moseying on, and they said, "Watch out for that Senor Lobo." "I'll do that, Pecos Bill," Little Red Hot promised. No sooner had Pecos Bill and the cowboys ridden out of sight when Little Red Hot saw a big gray animal loping toward her. "Hold it right there! Don't you come any closer!" Little Red Hot yelled. "I know who you are! You're Senor Lobo! Pecos Bill warned me about you." Look at that fella. He looks like a big bad wolf if I ever did see one. The big gray animal stopped running. "You got me all wrong, miss," he said. "I'm not Senor Lobo. I'm Senor Coyote. I may be tricky, but I wouldn't hurt a fly." "You're mighty big for a coyote," Little Red Hot said. "You're a mighty smart little girl, and pretty too. Where are you going?" I'm going to visit my grandma. She's feeling poorly," said Little Red Hot. "What a good little girl you are. You tell your grandma I hope she feels better." And off he went. "I don't know if I trust that feller. He don't look like a coyote to me." Of course, that big gray animal wasn't Senor Coyote at all. It was Senor Lobo, and Little Red Hot had no business talking to him. But it was too late to do anything about that now. Even worse, Senor Lobo knew a shortcut that took him straight to Grandma's house. He stepped right up to the front door and he knocked. Look at that rascally guy. He just jumped from here to there to there. Pew, pew, pew. And he went to Grandma's house first. Oh, look at poor little old Grandma. Can you see her in there? Check that out. She is feeling pretty poorly. "Little Red Hot, is that you?" Grandma said. Senor Lobo made his voice sound like Little Red Hot's. "Yes, Granny, I heard you were sick. I hope you're feeling better." "I feel better already now that you're here. Come on in." Poor little old Grandma, she's not feeling too good. Senor Lobo did just that. Grandma let out a yelp when she saw him. Grandma was sick, but she wasn't so. She jumped out the window and ran. Look at that lady. Good for her. "I'll catch her later," Senor Lobo said. He rummaged through Grandma's clothes until he found a spare nightcap and nightgown. He put them on and hopped into bed just as Little Red had arrived. "Howdy, Grandma. It's Little Red Hot. Sorry you don't feel good. Why is your front door open?" "To let in the breeze, darling." "To let in the breeze," Senor Lobo said. "I brought you a surprise, Grandma." Little Red Hot went into the kitchen. Oh, look at that. I bet it's that hot pepper pie. The wolf don't know what's coming to him. She cut a big wedge out of the hot pepper pie and put it on the plate. She carried it to Grandma's bedroom. Senor Lobo lay on the bed with the covers pulled up to his nose. Little Red Hot looked at him real hard. "Grandma, what big eyes you have." "The better to see you with, darling," Senor Lobo said. Look at that hot pepper pie just wafting. "Grandma, what big ears you got?" The better to hear you with, darling," Senor Lobo said. "Grandma, what big teeth you got?" "Now don't say another word, 'cause I know what they're for," said Little Red Hot. "What are they for, darling?" Senor Lobo asked. Oh, he thinks he's gonna get the jump on her and just gobble her right up, don't he? "They're for eating this hot pepper pie. I made it just for you." Little Red Hot shoved that wedge of pie into Senor Lobo's mouth. Woo! I wonder what's gonna happen next. To say he yelled wouldn't do him justice. He hollered so loud, space aliens could have heard him over in the next galaxy. He didn't go out the front or the back. He shot straight up like a rocket, right through the ceiling of Grandma's bedroom, trailing fire and smoke as he went. What do you think he sounded like? Meow! Ooh, hot, hot, hot! That's when Pecos Bill and the cowboys arrived. Grandma told us Senor Lobo came by. Where is he? Little Red Hot pointed up at the hole in the ceiling. He went, that way. I don't suppose he'll be back. Would y'all like to stay for supper? I got hot pepper pie for everyone. No thanks, Little Red Hot. Pecos Bill and the cowboy said, we're brave all right, but not that brave. So Little Red Hot and her grandma ate that hot pepper pie all by themselves. Every last crumb. And guess what? It knocked those cold germs flat out. Just as Little Red Hot had promised. The end. Hope y'all like my story. That was Little Red Hot. See you next time.